my name is Blessing Newest Agu, and I'm so excited to give this testimony. So, of course, last week Sunday, Pastor said he fell on a day, and I understood that this is the more reason I have to give the testimony. So, it happened the first week of July when we started our fasting. So, during the week, Pastor made mention of you will experience something that is supposed to take your life. It's supposed to take your life, but it will not. Something like that. Pastor said it. So I felt it was not for me. But then within the week, on Friday, on the 7th of July, I was coming back home. I fasted that day, but I couldn't join the online because we had meeting at the office, which elapsed till like past 6. So as at 7 p.m. I was coming back from work. I just boarded a normal random taxi from area 7 to area 3 junction. This taxi turned out to be, I don't know if I would call it one chance or ritualist, but he brought out the knife. I couldn't open the door, I couldn't open window, everything was just locked. I could not even wind down. And I was shouting, I will not be buried and I will not bury. I was shouting, what God cannot do does not exist. And I was telling the person, I said, I will not die. Eventually, he brought out the knife and I told him, take, what do you want? Take my phone, take my laptop, my 2 phones. He told me he has this feeling that he doesn't want to hurt me, that he will not take anything, that he will just drop me at the junction, let me be going. So eventually I took back when he refused to take everything, we started going. Instead of him to drop me at the junction, which he promised, he diverted and was going somewhere else. So I started shouting, Oga, where are you taking me to? Then I was still praying and I kept telling him, I will not die, for what God cannot do does not exist. If I saw people passing, so I started hitting the windows and the doors of the car. But these people were not hearing. The car was tinted. I felt like this guy wanted to kill me. But I told myself, no, God, you will not allow me to die. So to just cut everything short, he stabbed me twice on my leg. He stabbed me severally on my hand, more like 9 stabs total. But I want to give God the glory because at some point we were literally fighting, and I was telling him to his front, I said, I will not be buried, not under my watch. And at some point he told me, stop, come and go. He opened the door, and that was the first time I felt hope. I came out of the door and he drove off. And then that's the first time God saved. That's the first scenario. Second one was when people gathered to help me, Good Samaritans. They took me to the hospital. But before then, they gave me cold water. I was bleeding. There was blood everywhere. But they gave me cold water to drink. And when I got to the hospital, police hospital at Area 1, they said there was no way that they could treat me, that they have to transfer me to National Hospital. And then one woman just came from nowhere and said, no, because she checked my oxygen rate and she said, this girl she might die if we take her before they take her to National Hospital. And I kept telling her, no, I won't die, not under my watch. Eventually, that's how God recovered. Now, to crown everything short, the guy I don't know, the ritualist or kidnapper guy, it was not even up to 30 minutes. The guy was caught. Everything was recovered. The guy, I was on my own. They called me from Commissioner of Police and said I should come to the office. I came to Commissioner of Police office. They took us to State CID. The guy is currently in SARS. I just knew it was not normal. Because how can this guy be caught? It wasn't even, I don't even know if people were pursuing him. Even if they were, it was not possible to catch the guy. But he was caught. I just knew it was God. And I shouted, what God cannot do does not exist.
Can someone say